We are so back, ladies and gentlemen, because tonight, Ravens Colts face off in preseason week 1. And guess what? We're going to be live for the entirety of it. And an hour before, we'll go live 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Central. The way you make sure you don't miss us, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and make sure you're hanging out for the best watch party you'll have right here on YouTube. Preseason week 1 is here, and it is glorious. Taking on the Colts in M&T Bank Stadium, and I could not be more excited. It is about time. Football season is back, even if it is the preseason. Even if it is one of those deals in a month. Nobody's going to remember about this game, but we're going to be here. We're going to be excited for it, and I'm going to give you some top things to watch from that game against the Indianapolis Colts. Now, my take in the beginning, I'm just going to put this out here. Don't expect to see the starters or key players get much run at all against Indianapolis. Like, if you're getting excited about watching Lamar Jackson play a lot of football, I hate to burst your bubble, but that's just not going to happen. And the reason is there's just no reason to risk any injury. Now, I'm all for playing starters if you're one of those teams that you don't really know much about your team, or you got a lot of young talent. This team knows who they are. Okay, and sure, they've got some young talent. Those guys will play as well. But like the Derrick Henrys, DeAndre Hopkins, Lamar Jacksons of the world, this team is primed to win double-digit games yet again, and you don't want to risk anything in the preseason with those guys with whom your season, the balance hangs in their hands. Who do you got? Let me know in the comment section down below. Give me a BAL if you're walking with the Ravens. And if you, for some reason, are rooting for the Colts, go ahead. Get down below and type those INDs. Some news before we get into the top things to watch for. This, of course, came out on Tuesday. Anthony Richardson is going to start in Thursday's game against the Ravens, and then Daniel Jones will start week 2 against Green Bay. That just means start. We're going to see both quarterbacks. We'll just probably only see Anthony for the first quarter, maybe 2, and then it's going to shift to Daniel Jones. So excited to see how that quarterback battle ends up playing out. Now, what do you want to watch for? If you're a Baltimore Ravens fan, I'm going to give you 5 things to keep your eyes on watching this game. Number 1 is the young defensive studs. And, of course, I'm talking about the 2 that you took with the first 2 rounds of the 2025 NFL Draft. I'm talking Malaki Starks, and I'm talking Mike Green. What I'm looking for is Malachi's grasp of the defense. He got thrown in there and thrown automatically into a starting spot after our Darius Washington suffered that Achilles injury. Now, he still was going to have to play a ton of minutes. He was going to play a ton of snaps in 2025, but now it's a little bit different, right? You don't really have as much depth behind him as you did before. And so what I'm looking for him is that he has a good and solid grasp of this defense, of Zach Orr's system, and of his position within all of that. Now, for Mike Green, I'm looking for dominance off the edge from Mike Green, if I'm being 100% honest with you. And I know that sounds a little bit unfair. Like for Malaki, my bar is a little bit lower. I'm just looking for a grasp. And for Mike Green, I'm looking for a little bit more splash. But let's be real. It's easier for edge rushers to stand out in the preseason because they're going against second-string, third-string tackles. Well, Malaki Starks, he doesn't get to have as much of an impact per snap that we can at least see, and we can at least see as dominant as Mike Green has. Because every single rep, he's going to go face-to-face, one-on-one against another guy, and I want to see him beat him more times than not. Honestly, I just can't wait to see both of them pop. Okay, I know they're both going to be doing things that's going to make me scream, jump out of my chair, yell, shout, lead a Ravens chant, whatever it is, because we're just excited to see some football and so excited that both those guys are wearing purple and black this next year. Are you excited to watch Green and Starks? If you are, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button and like today's video if you're pumped up to watch those 2 rookies. Number 2, no sugarcoating it with this one, Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell. I'm excited to watch Keaton Mitchell play football, and that's what you need to be watching for. He absolutely dominated on Sunday's practice training camp inside M&T Bank Stadium, was open to a ton of fans, looked like a really awesome time. And Cole Jackson said, my biggest takeaway, Keaton Mitchell is back. The combo of Henry Mitchell is going to be so fun, thunder and lightning. And I'm really excited for this 1-2 punch, okay? He looked like his old self on Sunday. for being 100% honest. The old self that we got used to seeing back in 2023 when he actually had a phenomenal rookie year. 47 carries, 396 yards, an NFL leading 8.4 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns. Then, of course, he had the ACL injury. Seems like last year they rushed him back a little bit too quick. You never got him at his full 100% potential. And now he's back 100% healthy. And the 1-2 punch of him and Derrick Henry is going to be incredibly exciting to watch. Okay? And I'm not saying anything bad about Justice Hill. He's going to have his own role in the running game and the passing game. But Keaton Mitchell is just really special when he's got the football in his hands. You know what else is really special that you can get in your hands? This Ravens purple hoodie. $34. That's all it's going to cost. You go to chatsports.com/purple hoodie to take advantage of that deal as quickly as you can, because the closer we get to the season, the more that price is going to go up. Okay, chatsports.com/purple hoodie. That link's in the comments and description of today's video. And I know what you're saying, right? You're saying, Joey, it's August. Why are we talking hoodies? Well, guess what? Like Tracy Lawrence once said, time marches on. It's very quickly going to be September, then October, then November, and then all of a sudden we're having 40-degree days every single day. You're going to want a hoodie, and then you're not going to be able to find one for $34. Chatsports.com/purple hoodie. The third thing you need to be watching for is Trenton Simpson and Teddy Buchanan. The quote-unquote battle between the two of those guys. Now, Simpson will be the starter week 1. That hasn't been 100% confirmed, but I would be very, very shocked if he wasn't. But I'm still really excited to see both of them, right? And I'm really excited to see both of them for a couple of different reasons. I'm excited to see Trenton Simpson because I'm excited to look at his improvement from last year to this one. Because last year ended on such a sour note for him, right? We can go to this. I don't even need to tell Jack what to do. He already just does it before I even ask. 0 snaps in week 15, 10 snaps in week 16 and 17 combined, and then 0 snaps in both of the playoff games. So obviously, if he's going to get that starting nod, which I feel he would, he's going to have some improvement from last year to this one because they didn't even feel like he should be on the field at the end of last season. And for Teddy Buchanan, I'm just excited to see how legit this guy is, right? Again, I don't expect him to be the starter in the beginning of the season. Maybe he takes that job towards the end if Trenton Simpson kind of trends downwards like he did last season. But I'm excited to see his athleticism out there on the field. I'm excited to see his coverage skills. I'm excited to see his ability to tackle the football. I'm just excited to watch him play, 100%. Let me know down below. I just gave you a guy I'm excited to watch. You name a player that you're excited to watch for the preseason game tonight against the Indianapolis Colts. The fourth thing you got to look out for is Wester versus Wade. The two really small wide receivers that have the ability to absolutely go off anytime they have the ball in their hands. And we saw that from Dayton Wade last year. Dayton Wade stole the show in preseason for pretty much every single day in 2024. Every preseason game, we were saying the name of Dayton Wade. Now, Wester, he's had some really good days in camp, and he's had some, I don't want to say bad days, but some off days. Regardless, though, they're both electric players when they have the ball in their hands. But the thing about them is they're pretty much the same guy. Very, very similar. Similar heights. Wade's got 20 pounds on Wester, but similar ages, similar 40 times, similar broad jumps. They have a similar skill set. Both good returners, both small, both shifty. And so only one of them is going to make this roster. And I think the guy who makes this roster most likely is going to be Wester, unless Dayton Wade just comes out and is absolutely unbelievable during the preseason. So that's a battle between two players you should keep your eye on. And fifth, last but not least, I want to see Tyler Loop's consistency continue on, okay? The Sunday practice in M&T Bank Stadium was all about Tyler Loop. 7 for 7, made a 60-yard field goal. And then even on Tuesday's joint practice with the Colts, he continued that on. Had a really, really good day. And that's the thing I want from him. Just keep stacking those good days. Again, like I said on Monday, Tyler, I don't need you to be Justin Tucker. I don't need you to lead field goal percentage for a career in NFL history. I don't need that from you. What I need is to have confidence in you late in the season, late in the game on the line, ball on your foot, okay? That's all I need from you. Sound off. I gave you 5 of mine. What's the biggest thing you're watching for tonight against Indianapolis? It could be one of the things I said. It could be something totally different. I just need you to let me know in the comment section down below. That's it's going to do it for today's show. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, reminder, we're going to be live an hour before kickoff tonight. Ravens, Colts, right here on the Ravens Rundown. So I'll see you guys later.